Unique. That's why you and I love gaming. Love gaming. Unique.
Welcome back. This is the one where we can't.
It's
Because they decided on my fate.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, but maybe it's for the best.
Talking about subway
she's
lines.
Here.
You better get over here.
Yes, we have come to a decision.
Let me guess, you're firing me.
Jesus, don't be so overdramatic.
Indeed, we were only discussing the trains.
Yeah, the F train is down, so we're gonna have to take the 6 and then transfer.
It's the only way to get down to Wall Street.
Especially at this hour.
That wasn't funny?
You were lying.
Look, so you're not who you thought you were.
Oh, that
From
was
what we
supposed
just
to be a
learned,
joke,
that's
really?
a good thing. My old bartender's out there doing God knows what. You're here trying to take her down.
In terms of the big picture, nothing has changed. Our goal remains the same. Assuming you are still with us?
For now. Hell yes, I'm still with you. ABBA needs to be stopped. Oh, man. Yes, I'm still with you. ABBA needs to be stopped. Super-pa, trooper-pa.
That's what we'd like to hear.
So, what should we call you?
Yeah, we can't keep calling you by the same name.
If my name is Melchiresa, then call me Melchiresa. Well, it's a female now. You might get away with Mel. Just say Melchiresa.
Right, Melchiresa it is. But
Melchiresa.
It's kind of a mouthful, don't you think?
It was her choice to make. We will honor it.
Of course I'll honor it, just don't ask me to spell it.
It literally speaks for itself. Melchiresa. So, am I human?
You are if you want to be. That's really all there is to it.
Let's go.
We're ready to go when you are.
Yeah? Well, I'm ready. Let's go. So it is the financial one, right? I was sad I didn't have Logan there last time to talk to the ghost, even though that would not matter all that much and it would change everything. But he needs to be there. What if I pick these two? Will he say anything? Oh, I don't even want to click it. I feel like Eli has to be there. I went with these two last time. So I'm just gonna go with the other two, but that'll change things slightly. Yeah, I guess I would like to see the other dialogue. But Eli is so perfect for this. Like, he's meeting his grandson in this. Like, how can you not take him? Why do I feel so bad about this? Is there gonna be a point where they switch, where he drops in and she stays behind? Man, we're gonna find out. Wall Street. Without him.
Not now. It's night. The ferry's closed.
Pardon?
KK wants to go see the Statue of Liberty. The ferry's nearby.
Ah, remembering the past. That is quite important.
Yeah. She likes flying up to the statue's head and mooning it.
That is less important.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now.
And they feel afraid. So a string walks into a bar and orders a drink. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve string here, sir." So the string walks outside, ties himself up, messes up his hair, walks back into the bar and says, "Sir, I'd like that drink." And the bartender looks at him and says, "Aren't you the string that walked in here a few moments ago?" And the string looks at him square in the face and says, "No, sorry, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not."
In each area of the game, you can talk to your party members and ask them what they think of the neighborhood that you're currently visiting. And I set up some ground rules very early on so I didn't get overwhelmed about what they should talk about. For Mandana, the stuff she talked about all related to things that happened several hundred years ago. For Eli, it centered around his family and his life as an accountant. For Logan, it always centered around his time as an alcoholic and how that affects him now. And for Vicky, it was mostly her comparing the neighborhood to Staten Island in some way or form. These ground rules enabled some very positive results. Number one, it prevented these dialogues from getting too overwhelming. And B, it provided very unique and different perspectives on the individual neighborhoods of New York that the player can enjoy. And on subsequent playthroughs, it still remains fresh if you brought along different characters.
Alright, so I brought along different characters. I hope it remains fresh. Yeah, I guess we'll go here first.
They sit in their tower, believing they are giants.
Can you see that spirit bestower?
Yeah, I can see him. Old guy, wearing a suit, looking down the street.
Waiting for a cab? Never mind.
I occasionally get emails from people who do a Blackwell tour of New York, checking out the real-world locations. For those of you who will do the same for Unavowed, the Grant City Trust Building is based on 85 Broad Street, which is in the financial district. It is not across from the Charging Bull, although it is a very short walk from it. I was an office temp in that building from 2000 to 2001. It used to house Goldman Sachs. I worked in the real estate department, and I probably came across some document or another that led to the 2008 real estate crisis. Unfortunately, I was a dumb kid then, so I didn't know what I was looking at. So, sorry about that.
Yeah, you worked for Goldman Sachs? What are you? Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it out loud.
Hey, excuse me. Could we talk for a sec?
Might as well. The service is being slow as shit today.
Dude, the kid?
Sorry, didn't see you there. What's your name? KK, huh? Well, KK, here's an early lesson for you. Never trust a man who doesn't swear. My dad taught me that.
There's a point, actually. Service?
You said your service was slow?
I believe the phrase was slow as shit.
Yeah, that.
The kid?
What service?
My car service. Been waiting for I don't know how long.
Your car isn't coming.
I hate to tell you this, but I don't think your car service is coming.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too. Well, I can give it a little longer. I'm in no hurry.
No, you're, definitely not.
Your name?
I'm Logan Brown. You already met KK. What's your name?
You seriously don't know?
Nope, I don't.
Then my name is Richard. Richard Gere.
For real?
No.
Seriously, man, what's your name?
Paul Newman.
No, it's not.
John Travolta.
No.
Is it Al Pacino?
I'm the one asking you.
Then I guess it can't be that important.
You small man.
You're not gonna tell me your name, are you?
I don't see how it's important. My dad always said to stick to the essentials.
You work at this bank?
Do you work here at the Grant City Trust?
What gave it away? My suit?
Well, yeah. It's a good suit. What do you do here?
Little of this, little of that.
That's kind of vague.
Always keep them guessing. That's what my dad always said.
I guess we'll see you around.
Sure. Now where is that goddamn car service?
Dude, kids. So is it still you? What's your name again? Jason Grant.
This portrait is in a place of honor. Jason Grant must have been an important man.
He's not just important. He's also the spitting image of the ghost outside.
Jason Grant is the lost spirit?
Either him or his twin brother.
It's Basin Grant.
Hey folks,
You're open late.
isn't late in Beijing, global world of finance.
Can I go in?
Sure,
I don't have an ID card. Can I go in?
I shouldn't, but what the hell? Go right ahead.
You are lying.
Well, duh. Sorry, I'm just messing with you guys. The late shift gets boring.
Really?
What can I say?
Is that what happened to me last time? Like he said yes to
you around.
Santina? Then we went here and he's like, no.
Whoa, sorry, you got...
Son of a scumbag. Your name is Stan.
Hi. Sir?
Yes.
Yes. Jason Grant.
You're Jason Grant, aren't you? You run this bank?
Run it? Maybe I did. Once upon a time. Now a board of directors does all that. I'm just a figurehead these days. Suits me fine. The world moves too damn fast. This old brain can't keep up.
Yeah, this old
Bye for now, Mr. Grant. We'll see you around.
Sure. Now where is...
Well, really? There's really nothing to talk about with him?
What can we do for you?
Ever been to this area before, Logan?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When these Wall Street types drink, they like them strong.
Fuck yeah.
And the bars down here do not mess around. Even serious drinkers like my brother had to be careful. For all the good that did him in the end.
What are you talking about?
I feel like we only just got here. Sure.
Are you all right?
All right? Society is being consumed by a terminal poison. So
Yes.
no, madam, I am not all right. I am in great pain.
Can you tell me what's wrong? Maybe we can help.
Help? Can you help the ant under the fascist's boot? No. It is already too late. The battle is lost. The future has been taken, and nobody can help because they don't see.
They don't see?
The only void is the dark emptiness inside the Grant City Trust. They are the cancerous tumor, poisoning society, but nobody sees it.
What are you doing out here?
Screaming into the abyss in the hope that someone hears me. Can you hear me?
We heard you. It would be kind of hard not to.
You hear with your ear. You are asleep. Please. Yes, it has. Taken by us. For the benefit of them, pity the few who are chosen.
I don't understand what you mean.
I know. This...
We are asleep?
Yes. Please, wake.
You don't mean literal giants, do you?
They believe they are giants, but they are the losers.
What's your issue with the Grant City Trust?
They are a cancer on society, taking our future.
Look, I get that you're upset.
I mean precisely. In the cloud, but they... In the clouds, looking down at us from the clouds and calling us losers.
The clouds.
But they are the losers. They would be nothing if it weren't for us.
We'll leave you to whatever you're doing.
You damn well better. I'm gonna pause for 1 second. I gotta turn my air conditioning off. Give me a second. See, Eli's using his fire now, and it made this place hot, so the thermostat brought it back up. I didn't think that was going to happen.
We first designed this background in 2007. And sure enough, like a week or two after we drew this background and it was finalized, a new statue appeared at this location. The statue is called Fearless Girl, and it's a little girl holding up her hand as if to stop the charging bull. There's a lot of controversy about this statue. You can look it up online. I really do like the message behind the statue, but I was torn about whether or not to add it into this scene. In the end, we decided not to. Number one, at the time, the Fearless Girl statue was supposed to be temporary. So by the time the game came out, there was a good chance that the Fearless Girl statue would no longer be there. They kept postponing removing the statue. As of this date, June of 2018, it's still there. And number two, a lot of people are familiar with the charging bull. It's iconic. So when you see it, you don't think it's anything important or game related. But not everyone knows who the Fearless Girl is, so they see a statue of a little girl. It looks important. And number three, probably the biggest reason, is that there are a lot of people in this scene already. There's you, the two companion characters, there's Hugh Kravitz, and adding a fifth humanoid character in the scene would just make it so incredibly busy. So even though I do like the message that the Fearless Girl represents, we didn't add her into the scene for several practical reasons.
What message does the Fearless Girl represent? Because I ain't seen a lot of results on that one. Alright, we're supposed to walk to the right side, right?
I won't let one mistake destroy everything I've built. I won't. Too many depend on us. There's too much at stake.
It sounds like you have a problem.
Yes, I know this. I'm too old for flippancy. The trust must survive. If we go down, it would be catastrophic. You told me you could make all this go away. Is this true?
I wouldn't lie about something this important.
It's lying that got us into this mess. Listen, Miss... It is not my nature to trust anyone, and yet I think you're the woman. Whatever it is you need to do.
Thank you, Jason. Let's get to work.
Let's go to my office and discuss this privately.
Jason? Was that Jason Grant? The ghost outside the Grant City Trust?
We can assume nothing, but yes, I believe they are the same.
We can assume nothing, but yes.
Everything all right? Should I call an ambulance?
There is no need. We are equipped to handle this.
Yep, totally fine.
Well, just be careful around... Well...
Well, that was awkward.
Sure was. Let's go.
They sit in their tower, believing they are giants.
Jason Grant?
He was crushed.
Crushed
by the tower edifice of evil that he created. The future was taken because of him. It is as they say, what goes around comes around. He deserved no less.
Guy died, man.
Do not doubt me. My name is Hugh Kravitz, and I speak the truth.
Hugh Kravitz? Mandana, is this guy really speaking the truth?
I have been asking myself the same question.
You mean you can't tell?
Yes and no. His words ring false, but I sense no deception within him. He is telling the truth, just not with his words.
What?
You are awake. You see.
I cannot deny it.
Then seek the truth. Find it. Destroy it. Please.
I will do my best.
How can he be lying and telling the truth?
Sometimes believing a lie is easier than dealing with the truth. Dead folks do it all the time.
No. His words are twisted. They approach the truth from behind, never directly. Why not speak plainly, Hugh? It is not always easy, but it is always better.
I can't.
Why can't you just say what you mean?
I can only speak as plainly as I am allowed.
Allowed. Do you mean to say that you're under some kind of compulsion?
No.
A lie. Thank you, Hugh. Whatever has transpired here, we will uncover it.
Who did this to you?
I stand in the shadow of the greatest evil of all, the Grant City Trust.
The banking firm? They did this to you.
The Grant City Trust has done many things to many people. What's one more?
We'll figure this out, Hugh. Don't worry.
Thank you.
We'll figure this out, Hugh. Don't worry.
Thank you.
We'll figure this out, Hugh. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Who are the giants again?
In the clouds, looking down at us from the clouds, but they are the losers.
Yes. Oh, again with the falsehoods.
Mr. Grant?
Yes?
Yes, I am Mr. Grant. Deal with the demon. Hugh Kravitz, the protester.
Do you know Hugh Kravitz, that protester across the street?
Is he still out there? Poor guy, he used to work for me, you know.
He used to work here. What, as a janitor or something?
Janitor. He was a vice president. A real up-and-comer.
So what happened to him?
Nothing. He got fired. Lucky guy.
Hugh was lucky?
Hugh was fired? And he was lucky?
Yes. Yes, he got out. But he didn't get far, did he? None of us can really escape.
Escape?
You're trying to escape? From what?
From nothing. From everything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. Why did Hugh get fired?
Why was Hugh fired? Did he do something?
He set fire to his papers and threw them into the cubicle bay. Nearly burned the place down. Everyone saw it. He had to be fired. There's no escape, is there? Not for us. Not even for Hugh.
If only I had a sort of fire eater or something. Deal with the demon?
Did you have a meeting with a lady on the street nearby?
Nope. I don't believe I did.
Are you sure?
I don't have meetings on the street.
He's lying. Mandana, is he lying?
That only works on the living, I am afraid. If this spirit is lying, then Logan will have to discover it. And KK as well, of course.
Who's right behind me, isn't she? He's lying.
He's not. Trust me. He's just confused.
Confused? Who's confused?
Nobody. Sorry.
Tell him his name.
Bye for now, Mr. Grant.
Sure.
Mr. Grant.
Hey, folks.
John Kravitz?
I have no...
Your apology is appreciated, because I know you are lying.
Huh?
Please, it is important. Who is Hugh Kravitz?
Look, you seem like decent people, and it's... Hugh Kravitz used to be a vice president.
What happened?
Look, I like my job here.
Jason Grant?
Not really. I mean, I guess we never will.
Jason Grant?
Well, he... Nice enough guy, but...
Jason Grant?
Had a heart attack just outside the door. Was waiting for his car service when, poof, out like a light. The guy was fit, too.
So he wasn't expecting to die.
Well, I mean, who is? I don't care how in shape you are.
So he was stressed.
Well, like I said, I saw him every day. But towards the end, he was always alone. He never laughed. Maybe it's the economy. You keep hearing it's bouncing back, but... That would be Roy Fellows. I don't...
Why is that?
Because I never see the guy. No, like I said, but the lights are still on. No, but... See you.
Come on, Ghosty McGhostface. Oh, for...
Mr. Grant?
Yes?
About Roy Fellows.
Have you ever heard of Roy Fellows?
Roy. You know Roy?
Roy.
That little shit. That... No. I do not know anyone named Roy Fellows.
Come on.
You You sure you don't know Roy? Because you sure sound like you do.
No, I do not know Roy. I never met anyone named Roy. Roy is not a person that exists. No, I do.
Why was
He set fire to his papers and threw them into the cubicle bin. Everyone saw it. There's no escape, is there? Sure.
They sit in their tower.
You know Roy Fellows?
He rests at the top of the towering edifice. All answer to him. He answers to nobody. Fellows is
Untouchable. Is it true that you were a vice president?
That changes nothing. I have witnessed the corruption firsthand. The poison.
Please continue, Hugh.
Nothing.
You are lying again.
If I speak lies, it is because the truth burns.
Then perhaps you should write it down.
That also must burn. It has no choice.
Set fire in your office?
A fire was set. By who, I cannot say.
He speaks the truth. He literally cannot say. Hugh, you said truth written down must be burnt. Did you burn a confession in your office?
I did not write down a confession.
A blatant lie. Good, Hugh. What was this confession?
To nothing. Nothing. Please. Please, you must see. I didn't steal anyone. Nobody was stolen.
No body. An interesting choice of words.
He took a person?
No. No adults were taken.
You mean a kid?
No. Mr. Fellows did not force me to steal a baby boy. That boy was not named Elijah Cook. The boy did not belong to my closest friend and co-worker, who I can't look in the eye anymore, and God help me!
Is he okay?
Hugh tried to get around his compulsion.
We'd better get an ambulance.
I agree. We have done all we can for him.
I guess we'll go back.
So, KK and I went to the North Woods earlier.
Whatever
Why?
for.
Just to check. We wanted to see if your dad's spirit passed over.
Right.
We didn't see anything, so I assume he's okay.
Ori.
Yeah, who is it?
My name is Melquiresa. I have some information about your missing son.
You...
I think it has something to do with the Grand City Trust.
The Grant City Trust. I knew it. You better come up.
Alright.
You're the one who collapsed on the street earlier.
I'm fine.
I honestly don't care. It's been 3 months, but you're not really...
No, but you can trust us. We want the same thing you do.
Trust you?
My name is Mandana. This is Logan Brown.
Everyone thinks I made it up. They think I'm crazy, but...
We are more...
He disappeared. I took him out in the stroller. He just vanished.
Vanished?
I mean that literally. I saw him smile, and then he just melted. The police don't believe me. But I'm not.
We believe you.
I don't care if you... You said the grants...
Yes.
Hugh. I never liked that place.
We need to ask you a few questions about...
Sure.
How do you know you?
He was friends with my husband. Hugh got promoted a few months ago. Jesus. But how?
We do not...
What about Hugh?
Hugh is currently in the hospital.
Of course. I don't know, I guess. Didn't he, I don't know much. Like I said, I took him outside for a while. I didn't imagine it. Like I said, Travis... He went to a hotel. Yes, he thinks maybe I can... Yeah. Cedar Key. He applied to the Grant City Trust, and now... If you think...
Bear. bear.
KK says this guy's name is Griff.
Griff.
Some kind of... What, seriously? A detective bear?
Oh, KK says.
I mean, sure.
That's funny.
Why not? Ugh. What is that stuff?
Magic was used here.
Magic that can make a baby disappear?
It is the... Whomever did this was careful and clever.
Well, we'll just have...
Not forgetting anything, reading the emails. GRIFFF. Read. No, that's not how it works. Okay. Read. Read.
Those names, Julie, Gloria, they are familiar. Why?
You're asking us?
No,
I know.
I am asking myself.
What are you talking about?
It is unimportant.
Unimportant, eh? Let's get that passport.
What is that? A passport? Let's take a look. I guess? Kinda. If he gained about 20 pounds.
Are you speaking to KK?
Yeah, sorry. She thinks this picture looks like Eli. Maybe it does. A bit.
Maybe.
No. She is correct. The resemblance is unmistakable. But I am still not sure. We need to talk to Mrs. Cook. I have a question.
Talk to Mrs. Cook. Ask her your question.
I have one question.
Sure.
Your son's name, Elijah.
Is it important? I think that was Travis's idea. Yeah, his grandfather.
His grandfather was named Elijah?
Well, Eli. But that's short for Elijah, isn't it?
This
Elliot.
is true.
He died long ago. Travis didn't know him, but his mother told us stories. He sounded like a good man.
He is.
Sorry?
He was.
We will look for your
she
son.
can't.
I promise you this. I will not stop searching until he is found. We should leave. Immediately.
Did I parse all that right?
Great-grandson. It is imperative that we find him.
We're all on the same page here, regardless of whose kid it is.
I made a promise. It must be kept. I owe him that much.
You made a promise to whom? About what? There he is.
Hi.
Eli, you're here.
Nothing gets by you, does it?
You know.
Yes, I know. I heard about the missing kid. I looked him up. Not exactly a lot of dots to connect.
Eli, I know what you must be feeling.
No, you don't.
Eli, please. We must get after him.
Let's get after him. Burn it to the
I
ground.
know that look. It's the face of a recovering alcoholic staring at a sealed whiskey bottle.
I want to burn it. I want to burn that bank to the ground. What could stop me?
We'd stop you. Kill the fire before someone sees you.
I'm using a veil. I wasn't going to do, but I want to.
Eli.
You promised, Madonna. You said if I faked my death, if I...
Safe from Alden's hunters.
Yeah, it's something out. They're gonna be...
Of that I...
Listen, I'm coming with you on this. This is family. And you don't get between me and family.
I pity anyone. So, shall I go back to headquarters? Or shall I remain?
I mean, you were the one that did the thing with the wine bottle at the end there, right? I got you drunk. Maybe Eli can hit her with a book, but that was an annoying puzzle. Maybe he and KK can do something. I want to figure it out. You head back, Mandana.
You mean the four of us? You're gonna give KK a complex.
Very well. I will head home. Eli, you will find your namesake.
Right. Let's go do this.
Let's go. I give you the passport, Eli. You know
Why are
what
you
to
showing
do.
that to me? Oh, Thank you for finding my passport, miss.
Hi, I'm Travis Cook. I work here.
Yeah, what's up?
I lost my ID card.
Sure will. What?
Travis Cook? Here you go.
This passport pic?
Yeah.
Dude, you've lost a lot of weight.
Oh,
Tybo!
Tybo. That's still a thing, right?
You're asking the wrong guy, Travis Cook. I can issue you a temporary ID good for 24 hours. Drop HR a line.
Oh, I'll be sure to do that.
As long as they're with you, here's your card, and I'll open the elevator for you.
Thank you.
That's my job, man.
Well, we're in. You doing okay, Eli?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No director's
You say you're
commentary
fine.
on any of
Believe
this. Alright. Let's push a button. Roof. That still has the door locked. Jason Grant's. That has some interesting information. With the papers. And the office, yes.
He
yes.
saved the firm. The world's markets have restabilized. Money appeared, and now he says he wants a seat on the...
You can't make things any worse around here, Jason.
I did some digging, you know. You're that bar...
You're that
Don't
bartender?
worry. I won't turn you in, but I have to know.
When you gain a muscle, you need to flex it. My reasons are my own.
I suppose your reasons don't matter. I should
Nope.
be happy. I should be celebrating. So why do I feel like my problems are only just beginning?
'Cause they are.
Owing a favor? Does that mean what I think it means?
I don't know. What does it mean?
It means we're dealing with the Fae. Fairy folk.
Really? KK did wonder if fairies were real.
I wish they weren't. I really wish they weren't.
You racist. Sorry. I'll stop saying that. Papers. What are these papers? Is it the same code? Price of 2 cups of coffee, $5. Mr. Grant's favorite wine, probably a 34. The number of flower pots on the roof, probably still 4. But I can't get in here anyway, so let's go. To the 14th floor. Burp.
You still owe me a favor.
Mr. Fellows,
That is precisely the point. Tell me honestly, Mr. Kravitz, did
I wasn't?
No, Mr. Kravitz. You have a close... Tonight, place the charm around...
I told you I won't do it. I can't do it.
A deal was struck. Nobody likes a welcher.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Screw
This
you.
is... You, Mr. Kravitz,
I'm... what?
you owe me a favor. And that means...
You're mine.
I'm guessing that owing favors to these Fae guys is kind of bad.
Yeah, bad. Favors to the Fae are binding. Like a contract you literally can't refuse.
And one of those favors was to kidnap a kid?
Yeah. At least Hugh Kravitz is out of commission for now. No more favors from him. Small mercies, I guess.
Coffee, $5.
Has Travis been living in here?
Yes.
I know that book.
Sorry, I forgot what you said. Sorry. I apologize. Man, snake, dog, old man. That's 2043 still. A book on S Corp Tax Code Expanded Edition. Something you could hit over somebody's head, right?
Huh? Sorry.
What can we do for you?
What do we do now?
Usually locked doors aren't a problem for KK. Well, we'll find... Sure.
Locked doors. Are we worried about locked doors?
I guess if you gotta crunch numbers all day, this is a pretty place to do it.
And I missed the dialogue again on that. Okay. Two, 0, 4, 3.
It's him.
I'll take point on this if you want.
Like hell you are. This is family. Look, could you two step back for a bit? I'd prefer to handle this alone.
This thing is horrible. We're here if you need us.
I know. Right. Hi.
Yeah, I heard you. I was
Sorry, just not caring.
Do I know you? Hey, are you alright?
No.
I might have a tissue.
I'm fine. Damn it, I'm sorry.
Look, it's okay. You obviously came...
I'll go. This was a bad idea.
No, don't do that.
Jesus.
Am I? I'm Travis Cook.
I know.
You...
I'm here about your son.
Your son.
You...
Yes.
Why didn't you...
I should have.
I don't care. If you have something to tell me...
I saw your office.
So...
You did?
You're...
Mr. Grant said I could. It's cheaper than a hotel.
Hey, I live in a basement.
Right. This works.
Spoke to your wife.
I met your wife.
You spoke?
No. But she's in a bad way. She
doesn't need me.
She need...
Well, maybe she should have thought of that before...
Before she what?
Before she lost him.
She didn't lose him.
Your wife didn't...
So you believe that he
It doesn't matter.
You don't think I'm hurting too?
Of course you are.
My son is lost.
That's not fair.
I know she didn't mean it. I can't be with her. It hurts too much.
Hugh Kravitz kidnapped Elijah.
Your son was taken by Hugh Kravitz.
Kravitz!
You're kidding. Hugh?
Yeah.
Kind of.
He didn't want to.
Okay.
We don't know.
Your son is alive.
Elijah's... A lot of trouble was taken to kidnap him.
That doesn't exactly make the...
I know.
Go to your wife.
You really should...
I told you.
About Roy Fellows.
You know Roy...
I know Mr. Grant brought him in as a senior board member. He got his own office and everything. He's the new CEO, right?
Jason Grant?
Could I ask you about...
What about him?
Well, he said you could...
That's the funny thing.
That didn't strike you?
Why would it? He was a good man. He said I could take all the time I wanted. He even gave me a key to his suite.
Really?
Huh. Either way, I never used it.
The key.
This key? Yeah, I did.
I was hoping to...
You think Mr. Grant was involved?
I'm pretty sure this whole...
Mr. Grant, here.
Thank you.
Go home.
You really... Okay.
Hey, wait.
Yeah?
Who are you?
My name? It's Eli Beckett.
That's my...
I know.
Yeah, I guess it...
Yeah. Don't look at me like... Let's keep going.
The office. Oh. We don't know the wine yet. Oh no, it's in the office. Can KK look at the wine?
Isn't my son beautiful? Thank you, Melkarisif. It means more to me than you know.
You're insane. I'm insane.
Insane? Is it insane?
I have to stop you.
It's too late, Jason.
I refuse to believe that. And what are you doing here anyway? I still don't understand what you want.
Now, Mr. Grant. But you?
No. We kidnapped a child for you. I don't owe you a damn thing. Not anymore.
Remember what I did for your precious firm, Mr. Grant? Manipulating, adjusting the sending them all to you, all without tripping. Quite an achievement of us. So yes, Mr. Grant.
What do you want?
We
I want the firm, Mr.
your
Grant.
soul.
Full own. Consider it a gift.
Fine.
It is done! Indeed. And one day...
No, KK. Fairies aren't like they are in books.
Right?
I don't think I could open it.
That's a liquor cabinet.
Jason Grant's office is an interesting, if not entirely successful, combination of a couple of influences. I had recently done a series of studies on the background art by Peter Chan in Full Throttle when painting this, and was very much inspired by his bold shapes and the strong lines in his scenery. And I'd also been studying the work of Rob Rappel and his book Graphic LA, which encourages the idea of breaking forms down into their simplest analogues. I'd done a series of city street studies just using the simplest rectangular brush in Photoshop as a result, and that work found its way into some of the scenery of the Grant City Trust. It's probably a little less ornate and detailed than I'd like in retrospect, but it does serve to remind me of an interesting period of study I undertook while making this game that helped to shape how I approach design.
You can really see that, and I know you put that Full Throttle thing in there. What about the freaking wine? How do we unwind?
No, KK. I don't know what you... No, KK.
Somebody opened this damn cabinet. How? Is there another key? Same key?
What are you trying to do exactly?
I'm using a key on a locked cupboard. What do you think I'm trying to do?
Sorry.
What can we do for you? Been a while since I spoke to Jason Grant's ghost.
No way.
Sure.
Ugh. We gotta ask that Faye. Jesus Louises. I guess that works, but still, that's annoying as heck. Lobbies, do it. Talk to him.
Mr. Grant?
Yes?
Wine? 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 Wine?
You sure you don't know Roy?
No, I do not know.
Why was Hugh fired again?
He set fire everywhere.
Do you know anything about...
No, why?
He was taken by Hugh Kravitz.
No, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Do you know Travis Cook?
I'm afraid not.
He works for your firm.
So do thousands of people. I wish I knew all of them by name, but I just don't have that kind of memory.
The wine? Anyone?
You said you don't know Travis Cook. But if that's true, then who gave us this?
How did you get that? I gave that to him and...
So you do know him?
Of course I know him. We kidnapped his child.
Oof.
We had no choice.
You had no choice.
You said you had no choice?
None of us did. It was Roy Fellows. That poor man. His poor wife. That poor family. All because the firm was in trouble. I was introduced to Roy Fellows. He gave us favors. He got us out of a jam. Then he started making deals with members of the board. Soon he had control over everything. His demands got greater and more dangerous, but we dared not refuse. Wait, that's odd.
What?
I am talking about it. I couldn't before. It would make my head scream if I did.
You were under a compulsion, right? Hugh had the same thing.
Yes. Yes, Fellows made it so I could never confess a word of it. Never. Not for as long as I lived.
Oh.
Ah, I see. Well, that does make sense, doesn't it?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. This is the absolute least I deserve.
Do you regret it?
Would you do it again, knowing what you know now?
No. No. 1,000 times no. Better for thousands to lose their jobs. Better for the world markets to collapse along with us.
Exactly.
Better anything than this. Are you a drinking man?
No. 6 years sober.
Ah, damn it. There's a 34 Haute Brion in my office cabinet. It's all yours if you change your mind.
34. That's a good year.
Yeah, I know. So what now?
Just leave it to us.
He's gone?
Yeah.
Good. Let's keep going.
Just starts talking about a random wine bottle. Fine, I guess, but, you know, that's iffy at best. Like, hey, I'm dead. You like a wine bottle? I wouldn't want it to go to waste.
Cozy place. With an office like this, why do you need a home?
Some of the CEOs I knew, their office practically...
Okay, so what's the first number?
5.
And the second?
34.
Okay, so what's the third?
4. Let's take it. Let's go.
The hell was that?
Dunno. The elevator's moving.
Yeah. I know, kid.
What is it?
Oh, she's just reminding me that there's a...
Yep, she's right.
We did pass the 30th floor already, right?
That's also right.
Okay.
Up in the clouds, judging
I
us.
know I'm stone cold sober, so this is real, isn't it?
It's real. A pocket realm. Above the city. Jesus.
You ever been to one of these places before?
No. I just read about it.
You fellas keep talking, alright?
There you go. Daddy has a meeting to attend to. Childminder?
Good evening, Mr. Goodfellow.
I have business
Could
to
have
attend
some
to.
explanation here.
Please watch over my
Where
son
do you get
until
the
I
idea
return.
of this
Of course. I'll have
ice
everything
golem?
shipshape and Bristol fashion upon your return.
Golems are usually made of dirt, right? Like
Engage
literal
in
clay,
conflict mode.
sand.
There.
Yes or no? Please hurry. My arm's not as strong as it used to be.
What was that?
I don't know. He was a little tickled by it. Let me try that last one again.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, nice joke,
No messing
Goldfarb.
See? Tell her truth. That's me. I want more drunk Madonna.
I didn't realize how much fun that would be to write until, like, it's just this. Yeah, if we do a sequel, we'll have more drunk Madonna.
All over the place.
She would just be drunk the entire game.
There. I say, is that fire magic I'm detecting? No, this will not do.
Look, lady.
Lethal force is authorized.
Right. Sorry to bother you.
She'll do it too.
There, little one.
What was that?
That's a golem. It's kind of a machine.
The thing is ice. Can't you melt her?
Not from here. I need line of sight, and I'm not sure what kind of defenses she's got. It can sense my fire magic.
So it's up to Logan and me?
Sorry, KK. She didn't mean it.
Really?
Yeah, if you, 3 can distract her, or make her look away so she doesn't see me,
If you,
I'll take care of the
3. So this is not gonna work, right? We don't have that wine bottle even. So we couldn't open the cabinet because she wasn't there. Okay. So should I put the book on the table?
Maybe you should try something else?
Why did it need to be chilled? That doesn't make any sense to me. What difference does that make?
Yeah, I'm not sure what me or...
KK is a freaking ghost. She can do a lot of things. A lot. What are you?
Engaging exposition mode. My function priority. Priority 1. Priority 2. Priority 3. For all inquiries, please contact my...
Goodfellow. Robin Goodfellow. Seriously?
It is my humble duty. No, I don't think so. You're not an authorized caregiver. Please contact Goodfellow Robin. I haven't the foggiest nothing untoward as to... I am authorized to do so. Is this your child?
Yeah, she's right here. Her name's KK.
Ah, yes. A human spirit. Priority 1. Protect the child. Not applicable. KK is dead. Priority 2. Nurture the child. Also not applicable. KK does not require nurturing.
Entertain her.
Priority 3. Entertain the child. Ah, yes. Mental stimulation is quite necessary for young minds, mortal or not.
Jesus. You're gonna sing, aren't you?
I should think not. How unseemly. I am, however, equipped to read children's storybooks. That is quite proper.
Could you read KK a story?
Oh, dash it all. I do not possess any stories in my memory. It is my humble... Oh, cheer...
Here's a story.
Ah, this will do nicely. Thank you.
Are you okay? Read KK a story?
It just so happens I have one story in my memory. Please, child, sit down. Don't dally. An S corporation, for United States federal income tax purposes, is a closely held corporation. In some cases, it is known as a limited liability company or a partnership. Which makes a valid election to be taxed under Subchapter S of Chapter 1 of the Internal Revenue Code.
I'm just curious.
In general, S corporations do not pay any federal income taxes. Instead, the corporation's income or losses are divided among and passed through to its shareholders. The shareholders must then report the income or loss on their own individual income tax returns. Therefore, taxation of S corporations resembles that of partnerships. Like a C corporation, an S corporation is generally a corporation under the law.
Is it gonna keep going?
A corporation is eligible for S corporation status if it meets the following qualifications. 1. Has no more than 100 shareholders. 2. Has shareholders who are all individuals. 3. Has no non-resident aliens as shareholders. And 4. Has only one class of stock. An S corporation, for United States federal income tax purposes, is a closely
You're
held
fired!
corporation.
Gotcha.
It's gone?
Yeah, she's gone. Sorry to involve KK like that.
Yeah, sorry
She's
she
part
had
of
to
the
hear
team,
that.
man. And hey, she's not gonna make me watch that movie again anytime soon. So, you know, silver lining.
That movie? That movie about the tax corporations? Hi, Elijah. We're here to rescue you.
Hey, guy. Got a little drool there. Or actually, a lot of drool. Either of you got a napkin?
His mother was the same. Drooled like Niagara Falls. I mean, grandmother. Jesus, where does the time go?
Speaking of time, shouldn't we get going?
Yeah, I'll get him. Hi, little one. You're safe now. Yeah, that's right. It's me. It's family. Let's get you home.
So cute. Alright, gonna drop a little save here. Because I want to test if that guy would actually drop the baby. I'm just curious.
KK says that wasn't how she imagined fairyland.
She expected flowers and rainbows, tiny pixies with wings.
Something like that.
The Fey world is huge and varied. If we ever go back, maybe she'll see them.
After what we just saw, we're happy to wait.
You look so natural holding that baby.
Because I'm holding a baby? Even keeping a baby entertained, but raised. Did I do that right? It's out of my hands.
And so what should we tell the parents?
Jesus, I don't know. I think they'll just be happy to get him back. I know why.
What did Robin want with Elijah anyway?
The Fey court can't meddle in mortal affairs. Not directly. They need dupes. Having a human child would let him, but no longer. And, fire.
Finally.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hi. Travis?
Oh, it's you.
Hi.
I was kind of lost in thought. What's up?
Travis.
Wait.
It's your son.
But how?
Just be happy he was found. Roy Fellows took him. Take him and leave this city.
It doesn't matter. Take Elijah. Go home to your wife. Move back to Florida. You'll be happier there. Trust me.
Okay. You found my kid. I won't ask any questions. So...
Oh, right.
It's you. It's you. You've grown a bit. I'm gonna take you home. Right now. Thank you.
Anytime.
Kidnapper! Thief!
What the?
Hello. You took something that does not belong to you.
Mr. Fellows?
That's Mr. Goodfellow to you. This is my child. I have a sense of mind to teach you a lesson.
What the hell are you talking about? That's my son!
No, I'm sorry.
No,
a deal
no.
was made. Melcarissa, you were there. You can tell them.
I can tell you're a sleazy lowlife who kidnaps kids.
There is only one kidnapper here, and it is not me. A deal was made. By Fey law, the child is mine.
Yeah? Well, this ain't Fey land.
Now! A fire mage, after all this time!
Do what you like. Just give the kid back.
It is obvious none of you will give up.
No!
I am sorry, but it is the only way. I will have to start over with another child. Unless...
No thanks.
Shut up! Shut up! What kind of deal? What do you want?
Simple. The child lives. He comes back home with me. I raise him as my own. In return, none of you pursue him. You will tell nobody what happened. You leave it be for as long as you live. So, do we have a deal?
This is insane. You're insane.
Yes or no? Please hurry. My arm is not as strong as it used to be.
You're bluffing.
No! Don't listen to her! She doesn't get a vote. He's not bluffing. I know his kind. They mean what they say.
There's gotta be another way.
You have 5 seconds to think of one.
There's gotta be another way.
You have 5 seconds to think of one. I'd suggest you hurry.
4, 3, 2, 1. There's gotta be another way.
You have 5. You have
Wait.
5.
Wait.
You have,
Wait.
You have.
Fine, you win.
It is done.
This isn't happening.
Don't worry, I will take very good care of him. Isn't that right, my boy? What have you got to say to that? What? Get it off me! Get it off me!
Hey, what? Can't your arms move anymore?
What? No way! No way!
Does anyone smell barbecue?
And I forgot the hot sauce.
What? What is happening?
Elijah's a fire mage.
Oh God.
Don't faint, you puss.
Don't worry, kid. He'll be fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Go get him. Do us proud.
Get it off me! Get it off me!
Oh, I'm sorry. We made a deal, remember? We can't pursue the child. How flammable are fairies, anyway?
About as flammable as anyone else. It'll kill him, eventually.
Help me, please!
Alright.
No, we can't even touch the child. You made sure of that.
Fine, I nullify the deal. Get it off me!
Not so fast. Promise to go back to your world and never come back. You won't interfere with mortals or mortal children ever again.
Fine, done!
And you will owe us a favor.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. And will. Unless you want to see what 2 fire mages can do.
Fine, I agree.
Good. You're a little prodigy, aren't you? I didn't come into my power until age 50.
Enjoy your respite while you can. The hunters of Alden will be very interested in learning about that child.
I'm sorry. What?
What will the hunters do to it, I wonder? Oh, it will be a pleasure to find out.
Just leave him. Even though killing him would be so nice at this point, just leave him.
Leave him? Sure. For now. You do know I'm descended from Alden himself, right? And so is Elijah here. Remember what Alden did to humans and Fae alike? Think about that the next time you consider crossing us. Now go, and remember our favor. And I'll be watching you from a distance. And you watch over your mom and dad, too. Let's get both of you home.
It's still kind of fuzzy. Did my son burst into flames?
What do you think?
Well, that's crazy, isn't it?
Sure sounds like it.
Then no.
Trev?
Win? Yes.
But
it doesn't matter. Is that okay?
Don't be an idiot.
I think... I hope they're gonna be okay. Just this once.
All right.
I don't know. Level 40? Maybe 50? Hey. How the hell am I supposed to talk to my sponsor about this stuff, huh? If I tell her I took a trip to Fairyland, she'll take away my 5-year chip. Good job holding Eli back. Killing someone in anger is not something you can ever take back.
Oh, he would not have minded. I can remember being Abbas so clearly. It is very strange.
Sure.
We have had enough family time.
Start a meeting.
So a Fae of the Winter Court now owes us a favor. That is...
Winter Court.
Rare. Rare beyond measure. Be sure not to waste it when the time comes.
Let's find out.
Thank you.
Oh, good thing. I'm a great-grandfather, and it terrifies me to think how close we came to losing that kid. The nerve of that Robin Goodfellow, threatening Elijah with the hunter.
Scumbags will be scumbags.
Robin won't be blabbing, not as long as he lives.
Won't hunters be after him anyway?
That's true. If Elijah keeps using his power, and if I'm not around by then, he'll have all this. My workshop, my notes, a legacy to inherit. It feels good knowing that.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Posterity.
So fairies exist, and they aren't the cute twee things I read about as a kid either. Heck, someday I might have to go toe-to-toe with another one. I'd be annoyed about letting Goodfella go, but this isn't the first time a bad guy has owed a favor to get out of being punished. Making a deal like that can make a cop feel dirty, but sometimes it's necessary. Let's hope that turns out to be true.
Let's hope that turns out to be true, right? Alright. So, endgame territory. Let's call that meeting.
We have had it. A meeting is not necessary. We know our mission. When you are ready to proceed to the thing.
I forgot about that. Let's go.
Not for nothing, but I think you're gonna need some backup on this one.
Yeah, I agree. Strength in numbers and all.
Let's go.
Well, our stop approaches.
So this moment in the game, all your companions can give you little pep talks as you go off to the final confrontation. I call this the having your dinner moment, which is a phrase I coined several years ago that did not catch on. And what it means is it's the moment in which your audience's investment is assumed and it can begin to pay off. This refers to a very famous dinner scene in the 5th season of Breaking Bad, where Walter White, Jesse Pinkman, and Skyler are having dinner, and it's wonderfully awkward and hysterical, but it only works because all the groundwork has been laid. And at this point in the game, you're either into it or you're not. So I might as well just assume that you're into it, and I can indulge and have my heroic pep talk speeches.
Having your dinner moment? Yeah, that didn't catch on.
Yeah, we did it. We can open this up whenever we want.
It is impossible to say. It could be anything. It could be nothing.
Pocket realms can completely ignore the laws of nature, or invent new ones entirely.
So, be prepared for anything.
You ready for this, Vicky? Eli? Any words?
Oh, I always have words. I was just thinking, wasn't that long ago I was throwing lightning at you on a rooftop? A lot has changed since then. You've made some tough decisions. Decisions I'm not sure I'd have been able to make. I guess all I have to say is, whatever happens in there, I've got your back, and I know you've got mine.
Having your dinner moment doesn't fit.
I have lived a long time, but I would hardly call myself a sage. If anything, I know how easy it is to reinvent yourself, rediscover who you are over and over. You have done much the same in your time with us. My only hope is that you do not change further. Regardless, know that I am with you for as long as I can still stand.
Ironic.
She says she's getting bored with all this talking. Sorry, KK. We'll get going in a minute.
Logan?
Yeah, I was thinking, not a single person in the program would judge me if I picked up a drink right now. But that's not true, is it? That's just the addiction, making excuses and twisting the truth. So all I can do is focus on what's in front of me, which means going through that glowing hole and stopping whatever's on the other side. That's enough for now. It'll have to be.
Vicky, you ready for this?
Okay, real truth? No, I'm not ready. I'm about to step through a portal into another world. I could never be ready for that. But I'm a Santina. I finish what I start. So let's finish this.
Yes, it is time. Eli, shall we open it together?
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Did something go wrong?
I think so. Yeah, we definitely went through. I felt it.
So did I. Something is different.
Let's go.
What the?
Yeah, art design, you have some splendid to do, baby.
We're not in New York anymore, are we?
No, we made it into the Pocket Realm. It is a twisted version of our city.
That building. Look at the energy pouring out of it.
That must be where our quarry lies.
Are you alright?
She is. Don't let her little games fool you. Creatures of air. Come. Why isn't it working? Focus on art. Fart.
Up! Wake the hell up!
Okay, she's back. Everyone relax.
You blacked out for a minute. You started chanting.
I remember something. A spell.
A spell? What kind of spell?
I'm not sure.
It sounded like a spell of summoning.
Whatever it is, maybe turn the other way the next time you cast it.
Okay.
We're not in New York anymore, are we? 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 We're not in New York anymore, are we?
Well, that's not funny.
This was a great moment for me to create in the game because it felt like we were finally delivering on the promise of some eldritch, twisted take on New York City that the red skies and strange events had been promising all along. Because I wanted to do quite twisted warp geometry here, I ended up modelling the basic structure of the scene in 3D and painted over it. It might seem counterintuitive to want to use 3D for the more warped scenery in the game, but normal straight American city blocks are fairly easy to measure in perspective with the use of simple technical drawing skills. Doing something warped like this while still trying to get the perspective right is much harder. Using 3D meant that I could get on with focusing on the composition without having to stress about whether I'd gotten the foreshortening on an impossible bridge anywhere near something workable.
I mean, that's interesting.
Back in the pre-production stages, my notes for this final section of the game was that it would be a kind of gauntlet through a pocket realm. And the original idea is that you'd be going from various world to various world, all the worlds that were hinted at throughout the course of the game. You travel to the merfolk's world, you travel to the fire dimension, you would travel to like kind of a forest world, and if you had saved the various supernatural creatures, they would help you in each of these locations. I decided not to do that because traveling to various worlds was just too out there and far removed from what the rest of the game had been. So in the end, I decided, since this whole game took place in New York, let's make the Pocket Realm a weird, bizarro version of New York. So that's what I did.
Congratulations. Let's go.
Jesus, listen to that creaking. This thing is being held up by spit and staples.
And maybe a prayer or two.
This bridge was created out of sheer force of will. It is only as stable as the one who created it.
Yeah, that's not exactly encouraging.
Does everybody have comments? Seriously.
The climax of a point-and-click adventure game is always a bit of a challenge for me, because it's a moment that needs to keep moving. It needs that momentum. And if you're throwing up lots of puzzles and obstacles, it's the most frustrating thing, because this is where everything's supposed to pay off, and you're not letting that happen. So by design, the puzzles in the Pocket Realm are a bit on the easy side, which means that I had to put my focus on something else. And so my focus for this was showing you the results of all of your choices. If you saved monsters throughout the game, they will help you now. If you didn't, they won't, and then you have a different character moment with one of your companions, and you get to see the results of your choices. So that was my focus here.
Alright, I made all the opposite choices, so there's not going to be a fire spirit. There's not going to be a water spirit. There's also not going to be a nature spirit. I don't even think there's going to be an art spirit. Oh.
Ugh, come on. You want to bug me now? It took me months to get these tickets.
Hi, Kali. It's been a while.
Has it? Time goes so much faster than it used to. Except when it doesn't. Mortal lives are weird. Anyway, what's up?
Are things okay?
Okay. I've gone to 6 Broadway plays, read the complete works of Shakespeare, and entered the hot dog eating contest at Coney Island. It was incredible. I threw up twice.
It was incredible. Could use your help.
I suppose. I guess I do owe you one. What do you need?
Cross this bridge?
That bridge was put together by sheer force of will. And pretty sloppily, too. They were scared and angry. I can feel it from here. But that's not what you want, is it? Sorry. Can't do much more than that.
Sorry to bother you.
Bye!
Bye! Sorry. Just curious. Art is still here. Ice is our little scumbag friend.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you, Melcarissa. Have you come to collect your favor at last?
We need help.
Well, a bargain was struck. I will honor it. To the best of my ability, of course. Now, what do you seek?
Help us cross this bridge? What do you mean, the best of your ability?
Oh, didn't you know? My powers come from the Unseelie Court, the Fae of Winter. My abilities are not unlimited. Still, one does one's best.
Yeah? Why didn't you tell me about these limits before?
You didn't ask. Now, what do you need?
I'm calling to collect that favor. We need help.
Well, a bargain was now.
Can you help us cross this bridge?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Freeze
but
it.
Be sure, is this the favor you want from me? You will not receive another.
I don't even care. Like, what else could you... maybe you could freeze the lava. Could you, though? No, we'll find another way.
Thought so.
Huh. Goodbye, Robin. That is so interesting. Dropping another save file. I guess we're gonna do the whole jumpy thing with Mandana.
The gap is wide, but I will just...
Get some distance. Do it.
Are you sure about this?
I am
Geronimo! Now we shoot it with the Vicks.
Sorry.
And we drop it like it's hot. With our super strength. If he can freeze the lava, then does that mean we can make it there with more than one person? No, come on. I'm being silly.
That...
Are you all right?
Whew. Glad to be on solid ground again. Not that anything in this place can be called solid.
Where are we, anyway?
The map says You are here.
One thing that made the Pocket Realm slightly easier to design was that I knew that every single character was going to be with you during this section. With every other area of the game, I had to design it several times to take into account different party combinations. Didn't have to do that here, which was nice. What did make it challenging was that I had to take into account the various choices you made throughout the game, which made testing it a real chore and a half. Even though I had some debug commands that enabled me to change your choices on the fly, some bugs only came about if you played the game from the very beginning. So this area took a lot of testing, a lot of playthroughs to get it into the state that it is now.
Without using the art thing, can we get past this?
Everything's boarded up. Did anyone live here?
Doubtful. This was created for appearances. As for why and to what purpose, I do not know.
Why and to what purpose is the same though, right?
How do we end up back here?
So you definitely have the muse. It's either the old guy or
Doesn't this all
the girl.
look a bit familiar?
Because we just killed him, we didn't make her the muse again. But she
Look
still
at this
responds
place. It's like a ghost town.
as if she's the muse.
Come on, really?
Right. Sorry, KK.
She's not a ghost, she's a spirit guide. Bad joke. Made a whole point about this earlier. Alright, so you
And
definitely...
we're back.
Yeah, so you definitely have this art one. I want to see the dragon.
I'm enjoying my respite at last. Why do you disturb me?
I need your help.
You showed me a kindness when you had no reason to.
In darkness,
But in
eh?
your world, I have no tangible form. I only exist in the world of the dead. I will be of no help to you.
I need your help.
You showed me a kindness when you had no reason to. But in your world, I have no tangible form. I only exist. I will be of...
So it's seriously no help?
You showed me a kindness when you had no reason to. But in your world, I have no tangible form. I only exist in the world of the dead. I will be of...
Okay. So you literally aren't even an option. That sucks. That was the most interesting one. I was waiting on that one.
What do you want? What do you need?
We're a bit lost in a maze.
Yeah, someone created that maze, so I should be able to sense the purpose behind it. Fine, bring me over. I just hope my date doesn't think I ditched her. Ugh, this place stinks.
I do not smell anything.
Not literally, I mean it stinks as a maze. It's not a maze. There's no way out. It's a trap.
It's a trap. We can't go back. We have to go forward.
Duh, that's what I was trying to tell you people. Yeesh. Now let's see here. Did you try pushing that button over there?
Button? What button?
That map thingy. It's not a map, not really. There's a button hidden in the image. Do you see it? It's pretty obvious once you know it's there.
What does the button do?
This is just a guess, but I think it's there to be pressed. That's usually what buttons are for. Anyway, I gotta get back. See you around.
Let's press it and press on.
That's, big.
Not to mention cold. I should have packed a warmer jacket.
I'm busy. Go away.
I'm enjoying my respite at last. Why do you disturb me? when you had no reason to. But in your world, I have no tangible form. I only exist in the world I will be.
So that's what made your testing easier, isn't it, fella? Like, okay, you'll always have the art one, and the dragon doesn't do shit. Fixed. So, this is a Fae thing?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Robin Goodfellow, at your service.
You snarky motherfucker, we need help.
Well, a bargain was struck now.
Open this ice gate.
I am a Fae of the Winter Court. Of course I can open a gate made of ice. But be sure, is that...
Gonna drop another save. Just curious. Just really, really curious. I hope we can do that lava thing, because I'll be pissed if we can't.
That gate is several feet thick. This is gonna be difficult.
Difficult, but not impossible.
No, not impossible. But if there's... Yeah, okay. Oh boy.
Eli, you are fatigued. You should rest.
You just pushed a steel girder weighing several hundred pounds. Are you resting?
No, you are correct.
Right. Gotta press on. I'll be okay.
My dad's got a weed whacker in his garage. Never thought to bring it along.
These thorns would quickly make short of any mundane device.
Yeah, and my dad would never let me hear the end of it. Probably better off.
This forest scene was interesting because I had to try and represent two different sorts of plants. The trees that serve as scenery and the thorns that serve as an obstacle. In order to distinguish between the two, I tried to rely on an angular, almost square look for the thorns. Such jagged angles convey the idea of sharpness well and help them to stand out from the rest of the plants in the scene.
True. Yeah, I see. That works. Can we use our Iceman again?
Rob... Well, now.
Thorns.
I am of the Winter Court. Thorns and bushes and forests fall under the Summer Court's jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I cannot interfere.
Bye. Alright, Madonna. This is your fucking last hurrah.
You sure about that?
I can withstand the pain.
There's gotta be another way.
Know that I prefer not, well... I feared as much. Yet I see the truth of it. Stay close.
Mandana, are you alright?
I am not. Leave me. I will be fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. I heal quickly. Go.
Okay, Mandana. We'll leave. But we'll pick you up on the way back, okay?
Oh, is it gonna be Logan's brother?
Right.
Oh no. That sucks.
Huh? No. No, not you.
Logan. Logan Brown. I knew you'd come back to my bar eventually.
Sammy, listen. I've got something to tell you. Jonah, no, not you.
Logan, where the hell have you been? Been waiting for you to show up for ages.
My name is Stanley Bates. You killed me. All of you killed me.
The fire! It still burns! It never went away!
Jordan?
You said you'd help! You said you'd help!
Guys, listen. This is all. You just have to listen.
Geist! They're going Geist! Stop them, Logan!
I'm trying. Come on, guys. Just calm down. Calm down.
Logan, that's all you, man.
Careful. Careful.
That's all you, man. Who else?
You want us to set up a circle? KJ and I can keep the thing distracted while you slip by.
But what about you?
Yeah, it's all you, man.
Don't worry. So, what's it gonna be? Right. KK, let's do this. Hey, guys, I'm right here. That's it. Come over here. Let's have a chat. Just you and me. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Let's try and figure this out. I'll be fine. You get a move on. I'll be fine.
This place. First it freezes you, then it tries to roast you.
Robin Goodfellow, at your service. Well, up now. Oh, I am sorry. I am a fae of the winter...
That is the most bullshit. So you're always, literally always gonna end up by yourself at the ending point.
Lava's more
That just
earth
makes it
than
really
fire.
silly.
There is one thing I can do. I can pull the heat.
You don't sound so positive.
Oh, I can do it. But the lava is moving. It's gonna take a lot of energy. So if I do this, I'm gonna be tapped out. It's your call.
You have to do this, because that fairy doesn't want to lay down some ice on us.
I thought as much. Here I go. Come on!
Are you up?
I'm fine. Easier than I...
Jesus, are you okay?
Who? Me? I'm fine.
Bullshit, you're as white as a ghost.
Okay. I just used up a bit more than I should have. Need to recharge. Go on. I'll just wait here.
Huh. Looks tough, but pretty shoddy material. 5 or 6 shots ought to do it.
A demon soul, without a doubt.
On paper, this scene where the ligamentals attack you and you have to fight them off, depending whether or not you saved the ligamental at the very beginning, seemed a lot more interesting and scary and intense on paper. I am not sure we pulled it off. If it worked for you, awesome. If not, well, you know, you've come this far, you might as well finish the game.
When it speaks, it lies. A beacon was formed. Easily countered. What a vile thing.
What are we waiting for? We are all starving. Attack!
How many of you are there? Damn it, I had to ask, didn't I? My fucking pleasure.
Stop, please. There is no need for slaughter. Not this night.
Really? That's a twist. I mean, it's useless, but it's a twist. Long time no see.
Yes, it has been a while. This one showed me mercy I did not deserve. That kindness should be repaid, just this once.
You vouch for it?
Yes.
Then that will have to be sufficient.
We owe each other nothing, Demon Spawn. You have been given a reprieve. I suggest you complete your business here as soon as possible.
So you're gone, but if she shoots the glass, 6 more will come? Then your actions were completely useless again.
Sorry, I have no idea what...
Caressa, you
No
finally
way.
made it. You had to leave some of your friends behind, but
No way! No way! How? Who? Who? I tried melting the ice wall with the fire guy, and then Eli was still spent, so he can't make it over here, right? Are there other options? Okay, so we can get over the barrier, we can get over the bridge, then we can melt the ice wall with the Fae. Then we still have the fire guy. He might help us in the lava. This is crazy. Now I'm slightly more curious, but like you said, it's a bitch to test this stuff out.
let me. That's funny. This is my world. You're only here because I want you here. Think about it. I lit up. It would have taken you years to find me.
Don't get too cocky. The top of the Empire State Building ain't exactly subtle.
We're all New Yorkers here. How often do you even notice the Empire State Building, let alone go up there? I was wrong, Malcaressa. Wrong to leave you in the dark the way I did. We should have worked together. We should have been partners. I thought I could do it all on my own, but I can't. I need your help. The knowledge that you contain. Merge with me again, willingly this time. We'll be equals, and we can build this world together.
No, no way. No fucking way.
Who are you to judge me? I share your memories. I know everything you've done. You killed that kid Jordan for something that wasn't his fault. You killed General Zarok for merely trying to help his people. You wished Glenn of the North Woods to death out of petty revenge. And let's not forget Robin Goodfellow. He kidnapped kids, and you let him walk. In exchange for what, a favor? Give me a break. You executed Stan Bates in cold blood, and all because that pretty muse batted her eyes. Sometimes you showed mercy. Sometimes you gleefully executed anyone who crossed your path. Lives were saved or snuffed out based on your whims. So don't get all self-righteous with me.
Don't turn this around. It was all you're doing.
What I'm doing is creating another world, or trying to. But this time, it's gonna be done right. So help me, Malcaressa, please.
Yeah, fuck this. Good people are dead because of you. I spent a year thinking I was going crazy.
But aren't you in a better place, Vicky? You're making a real difference now, more than you ever made as a cop.
This isn't about me. It's about justice.
Why am I even talking to you? This is between me and Melcaressa. The peanut gallery can shut up now.
Oh. What did you do?
Relax, they're just asleep. I may not have much power now, but I can do that at least. Besides,
So it is possible
this is
to get up here with
between
more
you and
people.
me.
How though?
So how about it? Will you merge with me willingly or not?
The world you created is awful. Why would you want to live here?
I admit, it's not ideal. That's why I need your help. I absorbed a lot of knowledge from you, Melcaressa. But there's so much more I need to learn. That information is locked up inside your head. Well, my head.
And what if I say no?
Oh, sure. You could say that. I can't stop you. But you can't exactly stop me either. That's my body. And I mean to have it back.
If you can take back this body so easily, why don't you?
Because I don't want to fight you anymore, Melcaressa. It makes the work take so much longer. And it's exhausting. Working together will be so much easier. Wouldn't you agree?
If we merge, we'll stay in this world?
Well, sort of. I mean, the energy to create this place, I created several pools of... So, before we do anything else, we'll need to make some more.
You learned how to create this world from me?
Yes, Melcaressa. As long as you were in my head, all I had to do was think. It was like knowing a guy's drink order without him telling me first. You taught me about the dryad trapped in the North Woods, the dragon in Chinatown, the Merfolk's War. But I can't access new information anymore. Not while we're separated. So here we are.
If I have so much knowledge, how come I can't remember any of it?
Because you are a textbook, Melcaressa. You can't read yourself. That summoning spell you've been chanting, you only know it because you remember me casting it. Yes, but only temporarily. Just until we make this world self-sustaining. 5 to 10 years. Then I'll seal off the portal for good. We'll drift into the void and join the cosmos.
We'll drift into the void and join the cosmos for what? Who would believe that? What's your goal here? You want to become a god? Is that it?
I guess. If you have to put a label on it. I've always been good at understanding the world, even if I never felt like a part of it. I just want a place where I fit, where I don't have to pretend. And since it doesn't exist, I have to make it.
If I agree, you'll let my friends go?
As a sign of good faith? Sure. If you merge willingly. If not, well, I might not know how to create life yet, but I am very good at ending it.
Give me a moment to think about it.
Take all the time you want. I'm not going anywhere.
Let's listen to some bloopers.
The only situation is the one you're looking at.
I told you it's just a matter of time, man.
Oh my god. You know what's so funny? Every time I see cutscenes, I think it says cute scenes. So I'm like, oh, she's being cute.
Oh.
I don't know why, because cute scenes isn't a thing, but it is in my mind.
That's really funny.
Global script cuteness. What do you think I am? Some helpless ghost? I've learned a lot from you, Melkisera. Sing song, ding dong, bing bong. Jeez, dang it. I guess that's the one character or word in the script that I would need spelled phonetically.
Sorry, yeah.
Because for some reason in my brain, I just don't see that word right.
Melcaressa.
Melcaressa. How did you come up with that horrible, horrible name?
Besides, you're an incorporeal. Besides, you're an incorporeal. Oh my God, Dave, you wrote this and I can't say it. You're an incorporeal Besides, you're an incorporeal spirit. Oh my god, I can't say my own words. Besides, you're an incorporeal spirit with no mind of your own.
Incorporeal? I'm just gonna assume that's a word.
You mean those idiots in the Bronx? I love that line. This is so New York.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great.
Oh my god. All of this is great. There's nothing better than a game based in New York. Come on.
Really?
Come on.
Thank you.
There's a million games based in New York. I'm fucking sick of it.
If you're an artist working on a dramatic adventure game, one thing you are inevitably going to have to paint is a rooftop or balcony scene upon which some tense moment will occur. This is true of every Wadjet game I've ever done background art for, and it's an effective moment. The tension of the danger that being up high brings, the removal of the surrounding world so that we can focus on the character moment, it's an effective location to do this sort of thing. What I'm sometimes worried about, though, is how I can make the particular rooftop scene I'm working on at any particular moment stand out visually from the others, particularly when it's part of a game's ending. In the case of Unavowed, I'd been inspired quite early on by the work of Peter Moorbacher and his Angelarium series to want to put massive glyphs of power in the sky. This first found its way into art when I painted the banner for an event for Dave, and Ivan ended up using the same sort of idea when he painted the game's poster. But I'd struggled to find a way to actually work it into the game itself until this very last section. Having this idea in mind really helped give me a way to spice up this particular rooftop shot and give it the unique feature that I felt it needed to satisfy the climactic final confrontation. Coupled with the red sky and the city buildings, I felt like this is a solid way to end the main story arc of the game. A tangible combination of the familiar and the unknown, tied together inseparably as a whole and laid bare for the players of this game to explore and investigate.
Alright. You talk a big game.
And so we come to the big climactic moment of the game. And of course, in my head, I imagine this to be a big epic showdown where all your choices come into play, and depending on who you have with you, the entire puzzle structure changes, and that obviously didn't happen. At this point, taking into account all of the various choices and character combinations, and trying to funnel them all into this one tiny pinhole was breaking my brain, and I was trying, I swear, for a month to try and get it right. Nothing was gelling, nothing was working. So in the end, I decided to keep it simple, knock every character out, everyone falls unconscious, and keep the focus between you and the player character, or between Mel Carissa and the human character, or the player character and Mel Carissa, or... You know, I've been working on this game for 3 years, and I have yet to figure out an easy way to describe this. Anyway, I learned long ago that if something is becoming overwhelming and confusing as a writer, simplifying it is the best way. And maybe it doesn't quite stick the landing in the way I hoped, I think it's still quite satisfying.
Alright, let's stick that landing.
Wait. What are you doing?
I'm about to end this. I'm about to end this game forever.
Wait, just wait. This is crazy. Why would you do this?
This is your body, not mine. I don't want to do this, but it's the only way.
No, it's not. You're in a human body. You'll die a human death. Is that what you really want, Mel Carissa?
Do I want it? No. Will I do it? Yes.
You're insane! You're human now! You could become a ghost! A helpless, mewling ghost! And so would I! I won't let that happen! I can't let that happen!
There is one option, if you'll take it.
What? Tell me!
Let me go. Release me from this body.
You mean... No. There has to be another way. All my knowledge, All the power that sustains this world, it comes from you. If you're gone,
You'll be just like everybody else. Again.
fine! You win! Elcaressa! You're free! You're free! I release you! Go back into the darkness where you came from!
Thank you.
What the? Jesus, my head.
Did we win?
Oh, it's you people.
What happened? I no longer sense Melcarissa's presence.
Melcaressa's gone. Now get out of my way.
Donnie, it's me. Have I got a caller for you? With no powers and no veil, she didn't have a chance. The evidence was overwhelming. The trial took weeks. The press had a field day. But in the end, the jury took 10 minutes. Multiple life sentences with no possibility of parole. Donnie's been on TV every day talking about the case. He's basically super cop now, and that's fine. The kid deserves it, and I get to lord it over him, which is what being a big sister is all about. I've been keeping tabs on Harrison. She changed her name, moved up to Boston, trying to keep her head down. But that's the thing about career cops. We don't know how to do anything else. Last I heard, she was a crossing guard at a public school. I'm told the kids love her.
So we finally got a computer. Although Logan and KK use it to play their game most of the time. But it turns out Travis and Winnie Cook have a very active social media profile. They're back in Florida. They seem happy if the pictures are anything to go by. And speaking of pictures, they post lots of Elijah, sometimes a dozen every day. It hurts, being away from family. But this makes it better, somehow. I suppose I can live with that.
I went to a meeting in Chinatown not long ago. Decided to stop in at the Dragon Tree. Turns out it's a drugstore now, one of those national chain things. Kevin moved upstate, rented himself a place with the money he got from his lottery winnings. But 50 grand doesn't last as long as it used to. He's working as a short order cook at a local diner. From what I hear, he's made the joint pretty popular. Might be running the place before too long. I hope it works out for him.
Calliope is, well, by all accounts, she is happy. She has sampled all this city has to offer, and then some. The last we heard, she was traveling to Paris for a fashion show. I do wish her the best. As for Melcarissa, we do not know. It is tempting to use the summoning ritual, but to perform it requires a death. And that is a line we will not cross. And regardless, Melcarissa is free now. Taking away that freedom would be wrong. So we venture on. Enemies are defeated. Wrongs are righted. And the wall against the darkness holds for yet another day. That was an interesting one.
No kidding. They ate the radiator. Who eats a radiator?
Gremlins are the worst, huh?
All I know is Mitch'll never let me borrow his car again.
Hey, you guys hungry? There's a new Thai place down that way.
Is it spicy?
Probably. Why?
Eli has trouble digesting spicy food.
Seriously? Beckett, I've seen you drink lava.
Believe it or not, lava isn't that spicy.
I am Luna. I come across the void in search of conquest.
Stand down, creature. We will show no mercy.
What she said, just with more charbroiling.
Nice. I've got those new polymer copper bullets. Been meaning to test them out.
Guys, when you kill him, Could you make sure there's no ghost left behind? I'm tired.
So, as tradition, I kind of reserve this last bit of commentary to kind of meander and ramble about the project and what it kind of means to me on a personal level. I've mentioned several times that this game has taken me about 3 years to make. That's the longest amount of time I've spent on any one of my personal projects. And so I'm very tired and worn out by the process, but at the same time, I am happy we pulled it off. I really enjoyed spending time with these 4 characters. I've really grown to like them. I compare Unavowed to Blackwell in the way that working on Blackwell was like hanging out with old friends that I knew intimately well, while working on Unavowed was like meeting some cool people for the first time and slowly getting to know them. This game was a challenge on many levels. The sheer amount of paths and testing and design work that it took to pull this off kind of was a little overwhelming in places, but we got there. We're here. You've played it. I hope you like it. I am rambling, but that's what this commentary's for. Thank you again for playing it. Thank you everyone who has stuck with me for the last 12 years that I've been in this business. Thank you for everyone who's believed in our projects, everyone who's enabling us to earn our living while making these games. I am so grateful every day, and I'm gonna end this here before I start crying. Thank you, everyone.
unique. When I love, 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 when I love.